Congressman Paul Simon, running for the Senate. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. So we can save some jobs down here. Paul Simon, running for the Senate. I'm Congressman Paul Simon, running for the Senate. Good to see you.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
That. Hi. How old are you, Jamie?
4.
4? Oh, 5?
No.
4. 4.
Okay,
Dziękuję.
Proszę bardzo. I wish you good luck, you know?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Paul Simon only knows one way to campaign for public office. Go where the voters are and find out what they want from their government.
This is our jobs, our livelihoods. We want to see this acid rain and these exports go somehow, because this is our jobs.
Yeah.
Other people's jobs depend upon our jobs.
Absolutely. If you can't work mining coal, you can't go out here and buy a Chevrolet or a Ford or Plymouth, or, you know, you can't build a house for yourself. You can't do all the other things that are needed. And it is important for the country that we use coal much more, because right now we're frankly much too dependent on Saudi Arabia and a few countries where who knows what's going to happen politically.
Paul Simon is no professional politician. In fact, he got his start in public life as a small-town editor fighting organized crime. As a legislator, he exposed corruption in the state legislature. He was next elected lieutenant governor, and in 1974 was elected to the Congress. Paul Simon has always understood that one of the most important foundations of our system of government is public education.
If we fail to encourage young people to take advantage of education, we are wasting our greatest resource. Today, Japan and Switzerland, for example, have a higher average incomes than we do in the United States. Why did they do it? Is it because they have more natural resources than we do? They have fewer natural resources than we do. They have invested in their people. That's what we have to do. When we fail to have people really utilize their talents and develop them, society as a whole is harmed. And what we want to make sure is not only that you who are students here have a chance to develop your fullest, but that all students everywhere, no matter, you know, how poor the family, no matter what the circumstances are, that they have a chance.
Paul Simon has become a strong voice in the Democratic Party, speaking out on how we should plan for the future. In fact, on how we develop strategies for change, he literally wrote the book.
And I have to wear a brace.
But Paul Simon is also sensitive to the need for government to protect those least able to protect themselves.
You can't sit 6 or 8 hours, even if you could get a job.
No.
You couldn't do it.
No.
And still they're turning you down.
Turning me down.
The function of government is not simply to help the rich and the powerful, it's to help people who really have needs. And unfortunately, what we have had too much of is if some big shot somewhere wants a little bit of this or a little bit of that, they get their way. But people who are disabled, people who may not even know Congress is in session, are getting stomped on too often. And my strong feeling is the job of a member of Congress, the United States Senate, is to get out and do what we can to help people like you who have real needs. That's what government's all about. I'm Paul Simon, running for the Senate.
Oh, of course.
What is your name?
Sherman Clark. I very much admire the things you've done. And
Well,
I
I
wish
thank
great
you.
Success.
Good man. Thank you.
Congressman Paul Simon for senator, for all